This is a firestorm.
Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome back to the final video of the beta for me. And today I wanted to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the beta, and basically do my review on how I felt the beta was, and all. So I'll start out with the worst first, and then we'll go progressively and get better and finish the video on the good. Starting out, I wanted to with the ugly. I think the worst part of this beta is the maps. And that's the first thing I wrote down. The maps in this game are pretty random. They don't have that much flow. The SMGs are a dominant force. And if you do not have... And there's just too many lines of sight to get shot from. For example, on Point 2 Hawk, when you walk in the trenches, you can get shot from 5 angles. You can get shot from the bunker on the north side of the map, the bunker on the south side of the map, the different trenches. It's just a mess. There's no flow. It's hard to stay alive, and it's really honestly kind of frustrating as a player when you're marching around the maps and all of a sudden you're like, I got this guy, but he's above you or he's to the left of you and you can't see him. It's tough. The maps are not that good in this game. I think they're just probably the worst part of the beta for me. I just don't like it. The maps are not very good, I don't think. The best map in the game, in my opinion, is Arden's Forest. But I mean, that's just an opinion. It's always different, really. But sometimes maps are good and sometimes they're just not. But I just don't like the flow of them. And then the next thing I put on the ugly was the hit detection. This game has the funkiest hit detection I have ever seen in my entire life. It's like a hybrid between Treyarch and Infinity Ward in the way of they have the Treyarch shoot first, die first, and they have the Infinity Ward time to kill sometimes. It's just the most random hit detection I've ever come across in my entire life. It's just so random and pretty annoying, I'd say. I've had moments where I've been like, oh my gosh, I'm going to destroy this guy, and then he just melts me. And I don't understand. I'm confused. I'm like, wait, what? Kind of like that kind of stuff. And then other times, I had a situation probably in this gameplay you're watching where somebody shot me so much and then I just destroyed them. Was like red screen and I just destroyed them. So the hit detection is just so funky and weird. Like, I don't understand it sometimes. Like, it's just so random. So hopefully they'll fix that for the beta for the full launch of the game when it comes out here on November 3rd. Then, time to move on to the bad. The first thing I wrote down was the snipers. Snipers are overpowered. I've gotten just demolished by them. I've shot a guy 30 times, and then he just turns around, quickscopes me, and I'm dead. And it's just super annoying when that happens. Luckily, you don't see them a ton, but they still are definitely annoying. M1903, the new sniper, is a little bit harder to use, but it's still pretty overpowered, not gonna lie. The second thing I wrote down is the streaks. The streaks are bad. Every one of them in this beta are bad. The gameplay the gameplay from yesterday, I got the paratrooper squad, and it got me 2 kills, a whopping 2 kills. All the streaks in this game in the beta are super boring. The UAV recon is a good one, but the Molotovs are boring. The flamethrower is boring. The airplane strafing run is boring. All the streaks are boring. I think the most fun score streak to use is definitely the recon plane, because at least you can see where people are, and I don't know, I just don't like the streaks. They're pretty boring, but I hope when the beta comes out they either buff them, or what they do is they just add better streaks, because these streaks are just boring. They're not very good. It's clunky. My favorite streak in the game is the glide bomb, because it actually kills people. It's like a Predator missile. Then the last thing I put on the bad was incendiary shells. Oh my gosh. Whoever's idea with that was, oh jeez, why would you do that? The amount of times on week 1, mostly when I would shoot somebody and they would die, and over the damage over time, I would just demolish them in a gunfight, and they just shoot me once, and I'm burning, and I'm screaming, and it's terrible. Just, oh my gosh, what were you thinking? They're just super duper annoying, and I hate it. I just wish that they would nerf them so that when you shoot somebody with the incendiary shells, they don't have damage over time. They have as much damage as a regular shotgun shell, which is great, which would be better for me, especially because it's just so annoying. Especially when you're like, oh yes, I won this gunfight, and then you just burn and you're dead, and it doesn't matter. But the last but not least, we're moving on to the good, which luckily there's a few good things that I really like about this game. The first thing I wrote down is weapon balance. I love the weapon balance in this game. You can use any gun you want and do well with it, which is just phenomenal. I love weapon balance. Weapon balance is one of the huge things for me in Call of Duty. As far as I've seen, there's not a BAL ASM one type of thing, unless, I mean, there's a few really good guns, such as the STG-44 and the PPSH, but I can still use the Type 100 and beat a PPSH out. I can still use the WWII and beat the PPSH out. I can use the what's that gun called? The M1941 to beat the STG-40 out, and the M1 Garand to beat the STG-44 out. So I mean, there are going to be the best guns in the game, but the balance is still there, which is just nothing but a positive, because with bad weapon balance, the game becomes unfun, boring, annoying, because you want to use a gun, but you get destroyed by the best gun in the game, and you're just like, I quit. Simple as that. Then, pardon me, the next thing I moved down to on divisions, is the divisions. I love the divisions. I love the idea of the divisions. It's a fun, new, creative way for Call of Duty. I personally love the Airborne Division the best. Who doesn't? It's the best one with using the SMGs. I just love the idea of it with infantry, airborne, mountain, armored, and expeditionary. I just think it's a really cool idea that they put in. It's like kind of a switch on the specialists, but like not at the same time. It was just a fun idea, and I really enjoy the idea of it. And then the last thing I wrote down for good is the feel of the game. The game feels good, not gonna lie. It feels good to be playing a boots on the ground shooter. I really enjoy playing a World War II boots on the ground shooter, because I really got big into Call of Duty during the Black Ops 2 life cycle, and then I played Call of Duty Ghosts, and then it's just been, boots in the air ever since. But yeah, I just love the feel of this game. It feels smooth. It runs good. The thing that doesn't run good is the funky hit detection, but every one of those things is fixable. And overall, I give the beta a 7.5. If the maps were 3-lane system, really good maps, the streaks were powerful, this game would probably be easily a 9 out of 10 for me. But because of that, the game's just kind of boring. And I just hate shooting first and dying first. It's just the most annoying possible thing. But overall, I think it was a good beta. I can't wait till November 3rd to see what they fixed and what they didn't fix and what they need to work on for the full game. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the beta gameplay. I've really enjoyed this beta. It's been a lot of fun. I can't wait till the game comes out with all the really beast streaks, especially the Barrel Turret Gunner. Please hurry. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys all on another World War II video or another Battlefield video very soon.